This is Stephen with Junior Achievement of North Florida. This is lesson number 2, part of JA's Future program for middle school students. This lesson is called Career Path High Growth Careers. The very first lesson we learned about creating our brand and how we want to be represented for employers. And so lesson 2 is all about how our personal traits can really lead to a specific career path with others, and also to see if that specific career is in high growth or in low growth. For this lesson specifically, is compact, and then career-wise, I will be sure to provide the steps on how to access that career-wise QuickStart, but you will need a computer. So students, it's really important, even in middle school, in trying to understand what type of job you want in the future. Do you think that you want an office job where you're indoors? You could work inside of a cubicle, or do you think that you could work inside of a store, more so retail, or even maybe you would want to work outside where you have to be out in the sun or even rain. You just have to be outdoors for your job. It's important to ask these types of questions and see honestly what types of jobs are available for you in the future. It's really trying to ask the question, what career is right for you? And it really revolves around a term called career cluster. This is a group of jobs and industries that are related by the knowledge and skills that they require. Now, Junior Achievement has split up these careers into 16 career clusters. That is a lot of different career clusters. You can see we start with marketing all the way up to manufacturing. All of these careers have specific jobs. Career clusters have specific jobs within them that will provide a certain career pathway. Now, career pathways are groups of occupations that share more specific skills and also interests. So career pathways are within career clusters. Within marketing, there's a lot of career pathways. So forth for STEM, transportation, agriculture, all 16 career clusters have specific career pathways that are related within that career cluster, but are a little bit more specific in what their specific job actually does. So let's go through each and every single career cluster. For marketing, there are 5 specific jobs or career pathways that you could actually partake in. For STEM, there's 2, engineering and technology, along with science and also mathematics. Transportation, distribution, and also logistics. Wow, there is a good amount of career pathways that are within that specific career cluster. Next is agriculture, food, and natural resources. Take a look at all the different types of jobs that you could actually have within that specific career cluster. Architecture and construction. Then we have arts, AV, technology, and communications. We have 6 total pathways within this career cluster. Business management and also administration. We have education and training. This is the specific career cluster that I'm in and actually have been in my entire professional career. I was a history major in college, and right afterwards I took a job to teach in high school and also middle school where I taught history. So I've been in the education realm within the classroom where I'm actually teaching and training, but then I actually did take another job where I was part of fundraising for schools. That would be more so of professional support services. And then same with Junior Achievement, we provide financial literacy lessons along with work readiness and then also entrepreneurship. So we do teaching and training, but also professional support services. This is the pathway that I've taken within the career cluster of education and also training. There's finance career cluster, government and public administration. And students, feel free to pause this video if you want to take a deeper look into what these various careers offer. Health sciences, hospitality and tourism, human services. A great example for a human service is small businesses or even large businesses that provide haircuts or barbershops. This would be considered a human service. We have information technology, law, public safety, corrections, and security. And then last but not least, we have manufacturing. So within these 16 career pathways that jobs are labeled within. There are obviously a lot of different career pathways, and that's the reason because obviously every single human being has various interests, capabilities, skills that they've developed ever since they were young, ever since they were in high school, middle school, going to college, and things that they've developed in their professional career. Everyone has these unique abilities, and so middle school students don't want you guys to feel left out. What I want you to do is take a career survey. This is a phenomenal organization website that provides an opportunity for you to actually take a survey in this career cluster, but also which career pathway that are aligned with what you like right now in middle school. So what I want you to do, here are your steps. Feel free to pause this video to take a look. But first step is to go to www.jfl.org. Now, when you're brought to our website, that's our specific website, Junior Achievement of North Florida, you'll be brought to this front page, and at the very top there will be a large green. I want you to go and click on click here. Once you click here, it'll bring the brand page, and you want to scroll down to Instagram Live Learning. After that, you can click on View Schedule. Then you want to go to Week 6 Work Readiness Middle School. And then you'll go and click on the Career-Wise QuickStart Guide. This is the specific course that you are in need of, and it will tell you exactly what to do, how to take this survey. This website you can also access is right over here. Let me actually see it. It's a quick start guide. You'll be taking this website, but the quick start guide provides a little bit more instructions on access, and then also when you're actually done with this survey. Students, head pause the video, and then we'll come back and talk about which career cluster that you were placed in, and also to see the career pathway, if it will be actually a high growth or a low growth career. I'll see you soon. All right, welcome back. I hope that you received good news, or if you receive the news that you are placed with a cluster that you actually feel like you can align with. If not a problem. There's always time to develop and see which career that you actually can land in. So this next part of the lesson is called Where the Jobs Are. We learned about all of the different types of career pathways and clusters that there are in the world. It's time to figure out which ones are actually high growth or low growth. It's really important to understand the market for jobs. I mean, there's some careers like sports or acting and music that have a lot of people interested in these types of careers, but there's not as many opportunities available. Or there are some other careers that have so few available candidates that they actually have to other countries to get workers to fill in. So we know that some jobs are a little bit less competitive than others, and it really helps for us to know the market. Is this high growth or low growth? It's really important to balance one's passion and see what does the market actually look like. This is called a job outlook. It's a prediction of the future jobs based on changes in society, also the economy. Now, we know that jobs really don't stay the same over time. We can even see this within the season of COVID-19, where jobs to people went inside of offices. Now, everyone is really working from home who's not essential. Our jobs never really stay the same. And if we look about even jobs from the past, let's look about careers in decline. To ask the question, where have all of the cobblers gone? Now, a cobbler is a shoemaker, and this was a very popular profession in the days. They hand shoes for the general public. Now, why do we think we don't really have as many cobblers as in the day? We have to think, boy, the shoemaking process has changed dramatically. Thinking about how shoes are more on assembly lines, machines are actually creating more shoes than actual people. You can say that being a cobbler has gone in decline and it is very low growth. Now, this doesn't mean there's no cobblers. Of course, there are specific shoe designers and custom makers that are still in existence, but is obviously not a high demand job. It's important to know what exactly careers are. These are careers projected to have more positions available than qualified applicants to fill over the next 10 years. So it's important to understand what exactly your passions are, but also to see if your passions are actually within a high career. So we are going to be playing a game. It's called High Growth Careers. We're going to be sorting which jobs are high growth, they are increasing, or they are low growth. So let's go ahead and play this game. You can totally play along with me as well, see if you actually get these answers correct. So we have the very first one, we have a machinist. Now this is someone who works on machines, that they are capable of doing a task at hand. What do you think? Is a machinist a growing career or a declining career? I'll let you take a moment just to think about it. Is a machinist a growing career or a declining career? So the answer is declining. Complex machines can be operated by computers and are only for machinists in the United States. So the machinist is actually a declining career. Next, construction laborer. What do you think? Is this growing or declining? This is growing. The demand for construction laborers is increasing. New construction and renovation of houses, schools, and businesses is on the rise. There's also a national demand for improving highways, roads, bridges, and also water lines. So while construction might not be happening at an all-time high during the season of COVID-19, there are so many different projects that will always need to be constructed on. So construction labor is in a high growth area. Next, we have a software developer, growing or declining. It actually is a high career, is growing. This is because the demand for software are increasing. People are relying more and more on software to help organize their lives and increase their productivity. About it, our jobs have completely shifted more to an online base. That means software developer is in high demand in this season and will always be high demand as we move more toward technological learning. Here we go. Diver, growing or declining. The job for in demand. These are people who oil rigs that need to damage, or excuse me, that work oil rigs that are damaged hurricanes. This is a continual process every single year. In need constantly to bridges and dams due to flooding. Natural disasters keep commercial divers employed. This is something that will always be needed. So this career is specifically in high growth. Our next one is a mail carrier. We can agree that this one is actually going to be declining. The need for mail carriers is declining. Systems that automatically sort mail are being used, enabling mail carriers to focus on delivery. This means carriers can have longer routes and fewer carriers are needed. You can see that machines, systems are actually replacing human beings. And the mail carrier might not be as much needed in the next 10 years. This is a declining career. Next, we have travel agent. Also declining here. People have used the internet, research travel destinations on their own. Book flights, hotels, activities without assistance from travel agents. Google that is a large database that the common woman can use for their own advantage. Another being actually book any of our travel. Next, we have what it is. It's a high growth career. As more and more data is on mobile devices, web, mathematicians will be needed to analyze the data. We need to create proof storage systems to protect the data. We do need people to figure out more and more systems use and research to make sure information is protected. Human beings have to create a proof storage system to protect all of that. This career is in high growth. We have this actually is in decline because news organizations have budgets now and they must do staff. They're also merging with larger companies that might already staff reporters. It goes to show the longer we progress, the more news will be readily for people like me. This career is in decline. We have nurse. This is actually expected to grow. More people seeking preventative care. Also, chronic conditions such as diabetes and obesity are increasing. More services needed to live and more lives to their older age. We know nurses are in high care of those who have COVID-19. So nurses in the medical field is in demand, especially during this season, but will continue because people will always be sick and try to prevent it. This is a high growth. Last but not least, we have ranchers. This is definitely to a decline career. They were still in the old days where land was a little bit more rural. We've progressed to bigger cities. The agricultural industry has been producing more with work to be more efficient, more productive, and the cost of a farm is difficult for small or new farms. So we can see all the growing careers and also the decliners. Now, a job that is in decline, if you're passionate about it, that you should not do it, Absolutely not. We want to make sure that you know to follow your passions, and there are certainly jobs, even though if they're declining, there are jobs available for those who want types of jobs. But it's important when you think about your career to consider your interests, your skills, also the job. All these combined can really help you in this type of career. Students, this is the end of lesson 2. If not, go ahead and take that survey to think a little more about which path that you've been entered into, and then also figure out, based upon your passions, if the outlook is positive for career clusters and high growth careers. Next, we have lesson